Good afternoon. This is Mayor Valensky with your week ahead financial report. So this week you've got China reporting two numbers. You've got Chinese manufacturing and you've got the Caixin manufacturing report. Both of them are looking to be slightly lower than expected. Remember, China is going into a descent as regards economic activity. The number two global economy is under pressure. Irrespective of what China says regarding its growth and the fact that it's going to beat the US and doesn't need to combat the trade war and the tariffs, China itself is essentially dependent on the US and has seen lower overall manufacturing production and lower exports and a lower balance of trade. So China is in trouble, and those are numbers to watch. And then in addition to that, you've got the ISM, Institute of Supply Management Manufacturing report out, PMI, Purchasing Managers Index out in the US. And again, that's sadly expected to come in slightly higher than expected, showing good manufacturing activity. You've got European inflation numbers expected to be higher than expected at 2%. Again, Europe is spending huge amounts of money on defence spending and looking to print a load of money to stimulate the European economy. So you can expect the European stock markets to move higher over the coming months. And then you've got the JOLTS report out in the States, which is the job opening labour turnover survey report that shows the openings in the private sector. And you've got the ADP, which is automatic data processing. That is an assessment of 400,000 companies' payroll numbers to see how their payroll is doing and to see how many jobs have been added into the payroll. And that is a precursor to the non-farm payrolls out on Thursday this week, because July the 4th is a US Independence Day holiday. So that non-farm payroll expected to come in slightly lower than the previous month of 137, expected to come in about 100,000. Again, the US had a negative GDP last reading, gross domestic product. So people are expecting the US to go into a recession. Keep an eye on that one. And finally, on Thursday, you've got the US PMI, Institute of Supply Management Service Indicator, and that's going to come in slightly lower. Services as restaurants, playgrounds, entertainment, etc. All of that expected to come in slightly lower. How's that going to fare on the dollar? I expect the dollar to continue to weaken. I am looking at gold and silver. Longer term, they are going to moving up. We are running an options class on July the 6th. If you want to join it, the DM class to get on board.